Hi guys, welcome to Always Games TV. I'm Roger Knowles, and today we're going to be reviewing SteamWorld Heist. Now, SteamWorld Heist is developed and published by Image & Form and is a sequel to SteamWorld Dig, just in case you didn't know. It's very different to SteamWorld Dig, however. SteamWorld Heist is a action turn-based platformer, whereas SteamWorld Dig was a platformer, but was mainly about digging and collecting resources. So they've gone down a very different direction with this one. It's recently been released on PlayStation 4 and Vita and came out nearly a year ago on Nintendo 3DS. On the PlayStation 4 and Vita, it is actually cross-buy, so if you buy it on either platform, you'll get it unlocked for the other platform, if that makes sense. So if you buy it on PS4, you're going to get it on Vita. If you buy it on Vita, you're going to get it on PS4. So it's an action turn-based platformer. So let's just jump straight in, and I'm going to start explaining it as we go along. So, as you can see, I've actually put in nearly 12 hours, it says here. That's not entirely accurate, because I did pause this game for quite a while on a few occasions when I had to go do a few other things in my house. So, it's not entirely accurate. So, here we are. This is SteamWorld Heist. And as you can see, this is actually based in space. Very different to SteamWorld Dig. And you get to play as a group of robots, and you basically go and you scavenge from opponents that you find along the story. Now, there is quite a reasonable story set, actually, in SteamWorld Heist. But first off, let's explain what we're seeing here. This is my ship, and these are actually my crew that I've unlocked. And what you can do is you can choose which crew members you want to take on each mission. And each crew member has, I guess, a set abilities. Let's have a quick look at those, actually, while we're here, if we can. Nope, wrong button. Nope, not that one. There we go. So, here we go. These are all my crew members. Let's select the captain. We'll select abilities. And as you see, on the captain, I focus more with the handgun. That's what mainly she uses. As you level up and you do each mission, you'll gain these pink gems, and as you get them up to the next level, you will then level up and you will unlock each new ability. Now, as you can see, it has like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how far we're up on this level. We're level 8 on this character. Now, you don't select what ability you get when you level up. It is basically, you don't know what you're going to get. When you click on it, it will then reveal it. I don't believe this is randomized. It is set each time you level up. So if I replay this game and I get to level 3, I'm going to get power shot cooldown, as far as I know. I did play the Vita version and I got a little bit further into that as well, and as far as I know, I did get the same abilities on each level. So as you can see, this is my captain. The next favourite character actually is Seabass. He's awesome. More of a old school pirate sort of character. He's basically my get up close and blow the hell out of them with a shotgun character. So I'm not going to show you too many. I just don't want to spoil them to here because quite cool characters actually. But you get to unlock these as you go along the story, and I think you can use gems, or you have to be a certain level to be able to unlock them. I'll talk about levels in a second. So let's go back to the main menu. So we're gonna go and we're gonna have a look at the map. So what you can do is you can actually interact with some of your companions on your ship and have a little chat with them. I don't really want to click too much on them and give away too much of the story. I don't want to give any spoilers to you. So let's check out the space map. So here you are. Let's go right back to the beginning, because I've gone quite a way on actually in the game. So this is your starting area, and you initially start right back all the way over here. And as you unlock and complete each mission, you'll gain a rating from between basically 0 stars to 3 stars. And if you get 3 stars, it goes into your pot of how many stars you have, and it will hopefully unlock the next one, because each mission will require a set amount of stars for you to continue. So for example, if you don't play very well and you lose a lot of characters in each mission, but still complete the mission, and you don't collect all the loot, but again, still complete the mission, you will get a lower star rating. But if you manage to come back with all your crew fully alive and collect all the loot on the mission, you'll gain a full 3 stars. If I, for example, only did the first 5 missions and only got 1 star in each, I probably wouldn't have been able to get through this mining colony section, because it would probably have required, let's say, 10 stars to get through. So I hope that I explained that okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into one of the missions, which isn't story-based, so I'm not going to spoil anything for you. And along that, then I can explain a little bit more of the mechanics of the game. It's a very simple game. It's very straightforward. And initially, I thought that was going to put me off, because I thought, I'm going to get bored of this game. Actually, it's highly entertaining. The aesthetic of the game, and as you progress through the missions, they get harder and harder, and you come across some quite tricky bosses. So let's go for the Wuthering Heights. So as you can see here, it gives a description. We can take 3 crew members with us. There's a 3-star rating that we can gain from doing this mission, which I've already done, obviously. And there's also 1 epic loot box that we can collect as well, which, as you can see, I've already collected it. But from these epic loot boxes, we can get a super awesome gun, an extra inventory space, a couple of other things. But let's click on, let's have a look. So it gives you a little bit of a briefing. Our objectives are to evacuate and collect the swag. So let's go to loadout. So this is where you can choose which members of the crew you can take with you. We're going to take the captain. Always a good all-rounder, the captain. I'm going to take my Seabrass even. Got close with shotgun, always good. And this is basically my sniper, Butterbolt. Valentine is awesome. He's really cool. But as you can see, if I click on Valentine, I can swap him out for whichever crew member I wish. Now, it is good to swap out characters and level them up. As you can see, I haven't really done that. Basically, eating my own words there. But if you do that, you're going to find situations where you're going to be doing missions where there's going to require more than 3 of you. I think most I've done is 4. And if you have, let's say, like 3 reasonably leveled up characters, but 1 level 0 character, for example, you're not going to do as well in the mission. Anyway, we're going to carry on with Valentine. And here, you have your selection of gun. So if you click on there, Valentine only has access to a certain amount of guns. He can't use everything, but, like, for example, he can't use shotguns. But we're going to give him the Royal Sniper, standard sniper pistol carried by lower-ranking police marksmen. Palace marksman even, provides full aim at expensive movement. And as you can see, it gives a few variants of what the gun's about. Long range, laser sight, which is very important for when you're doing long range laser sights. Can't shoot after moving, critical chance plus 50%. So we're going to have that on there. The next slot, basically, you can pretty much put whichever in these 6 slots here. On the captain, I've got, as you see, polished heavy armor and speed boost. Speed boots gives you a little bit more running distance. Always good. I like to get in a reasonable advantage with this character. And then with Seabrass, he gets shot a lot because he gets up very close. So I like to give him a med pack and plenty of armor. And then with Valentine, because of his movement and then limited to shoot, I give him a sidearm, which is the Royalist sidearm. It has a free action, shoot a bullet that deals 4 damage and 2 uses per mission. So this basically, you can use it as a normal pistol. Basically, it's not going to be as powerful as your standard pistol, such as what you got here, but it'll do if I'm stuck and in an awkward situation. Like I said, if he moves, he can't shoot, so he can't defend himself. He can do a melee attack, but it's not really going to do a huge amount of damage with this character. Also, we also give him all your critical hits deal plus 2 bonus damage. Always good. And then finally, at the end here, we've got hats. Now, this is your element of your customization for your characters. So here we've got a Champion of Justice hat. They don't do anything. They don't give you any sort of boost to your stats in any way or any form. It's purely cosmetic. Now, initially when I started playing this, and I was like, oh, they don't actually do anything, I was kind of thinking that might be a bad move. But to be honest, it decomplicates it. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. It decomplicates the game, which is actually kind of a good thing, because it basically just adds that element of it doesn't matter what you wear because you're not hindered per hat. For example, if I liked, let's say, I've got quite a few hats here, but let's say I wanted to wear the bandit hat because I liked it, but it only gave me +1 power, let's say, okay? But I didn't like the Champions of Justice, but the Champions of Justice gave me +5. Then I would be forced to put the Champions of Justice hat on because it basically gives me better stats. This game doesn't do that. It allows you to wear whichever hat you want, which is kind of neat, actually, when I started thinking about it, because I didn't want to be sort of funneled down a particular path. As you know, the blast helmet, I put the blaster helmet on because, well, you know, Seabrass gets up really close. So I want to put him on with basically, it's kind of RPing. I'm role-playing here. So it's like, I want to get him up close. He's going to wear something defensive. And then, basically, Valentine's not going to get that far up close, but I'm spotted on this hat that there's like a sniper aiming sort of, basically, symbol on his hat. Well, Valentine's going to wear that, isn't he? So, initially for Seabrass, you see, I put the pirate hat on, because he acts a bit piratey, and he's got a hook and a peg leg, but, yeah. So, I'm quite a way into this game, as you can tell. Some of this gear is like tier 5. There's multiple tiers of each element of gear. That's tier 4, tier 4, tier 4, yes, tier 6 for that one. So as you can see, there's multiple elements for each gun. You can level up, each one gets better, so on and so forth. And you gain these by either going to shops, or by epic loot drops, or even just standard loot drop. But usually you get the best guns through epic loot drops. So, we've chosen our group here, so we're going to stick with them, and let's start the mission. Now we're happy? Yep, let's crack on. That's another thing actually I want to point out. The load times are next to nothing. So here we go. So, bang, we're into the mission now. And there's nothing. No load times. Oh, it's great. Really, really good. Really fast. It's a little bit longer on Vita, but as you can see on the PlayStation 4, much faster. Also, I want to point out the aesthetic as well. Amazing. Art style. Gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant. It just captures a nice, light-hearted feel of this game. Plus, I like all the little intricacies. I'm going to probably go, when we go finish this mission, we'll go back to our ship and I'll point out some of the things in the background. But as you can see here, right, first move, Captain, got a limited amount of movement space. You can move within the orange, and then, actually, we can actually move all the way around here, which that's good. Let's go and open this hatch here. Okay, we've spotted some enemies. So, I've used my first turn. If I wanted to shoot now, I could. Or I can sacrifice another move and not shoot. And that's going to be my blue movement. Let's go to there. Come over there. So we can hide behind that barrel. And so, Seabrass, we need to get him up close. Let's bang him here. Next, as you can see, this block here I can hide behind. So we can use that for cover. Let's get under there. And we're going to see if we can shoot this one actually while we're here. We've got a reasonable range. We're above him. We've got clear shot. He's hiding. The barrel's on the other side of him, so can't use that for cover. So let's press R2. And as you can see here, this is where it becomes slightly different to your standard other turn-based action games. So it's not like XCOM where it all goes on percentages. It goes on literally how good you are at aiming yourself. So if you miss, it is down to your fault, not the game. So it's not going to be like on XCOM where you have a 99% hit chance and it misses. And you're just like, for God's sake. It's actually purely down to you. So as you can see, I've got no laser on because it's a shotgun. Let's see if we can get this guy. I got him. There we go. Brilliant. So as you can see there, got him. Brilliant. If I'd have missed and it'd been like XCOM, XCOM creates an element of frustration with the game because it's down to chance. There's no down to chance with this game. If you miss, it is either one, you're in a bad position, or two, it is your fault. So let's move Valentine a bit closer, which by doing that sort of style of gameplay means that it stops you from being frustrated with the game. It makes you frustrated with yourself because you can only blame yourself. So let's drop into guard. We don't want to get Valentine too close. So alright, that's the end of my turn, and let's get the move. So the computers are moving now. Seabrass is open there. Right. Okay, let's move the captain down to here. We'll keep him in the orangey yellow coloured movements. That means we can get to shoot. So we're getting behind this barrel. Here we go. Aha! And we have got an explosive barrel as well. So we can use that to our advantage. There we go. And one of Seabrass's abilities is if he gets hit, he actually goes into rage mode. And he can then do double damage. But unfortunately, he's got a shot in the leg from that last shot. So he's actually paralyzed in a way for this move. So we're going to have to leave him there. Right, Valentine, where should we move you? Aha, here we go. So this is your swag. So as you see on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, it says collect, basically swag, 0 out of 5. If we run down here and we collect this, it'll put us to 1 out of 5. And obviously, our objective is to collect as much swag as we possibly can. Let's move the captain down. Let's check this door out. Ah, some more swag. Brilliant. Let's move straight down and collect that. Yeah, 2 out of 5. Right, can Seabrass move? He can. So, right, we've got movement here. So, let's move him down there. So, he's still in rage. So, his damage is going to do pretty well. Let's keep Valentine behind him for the time being. Okay, Captain, let's go through this door. Spotted another enemy. Okay, right. One thing of this game, what you can do with your shooting, for example, if you're quite a way away or if you haven't got a direct shot, it doesn't always matter. Because what this game actually has is the ability to deflect shots of pretty much anything. Solid wall, barrels, it allows you to basically pull off some absolutely amazing trick shots. Now, I don't think this is going to get him, but we can have a go. This will be able to show you how it deflects. Yeah, totally missed. But as you can see there, reflected off the barrel down. I'll get him on the next one, don't worry. So let's check this. Okay. Okay, before we go any further, so we've opened the door with sea brass. He's close range. Problem is, if I move down to there, that's an explodable barrel. Even if we shoot him, we could, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. Neither of these two have got guns. They're actually close range guys. So let's just blow the hell out of this guy. There we go. And then let's see if we can do an awesome trick shot. We're not going to be able to do this. It's not going to work. Is it going to work? Can we get that? No, it ain't got the range. Not got the range. No. Ooh. There's something then. Don't want to shoot that. Flip. Oh, come on. That was it. I'm sure I had it then. Oh, come on. Oh. This is the problem. You do get this like weave movement when you're aiming. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so he's moving up close. And blew himself up. That's great. Okay, fair enough. Right, so let's get into a better angle here. Let's get behind this barrel. Let's try that again. Let's aim here. Like I said, if you aim, you can see on the captain's gun, there actually is a movement there, which makes it a little bit tricky to aim. So it's not just dead set. You know, sort of, hopefully. Oh, for God's sake. So close. Let's pick up the swag while we're here. Let's move him down there. That's good. Right, Valentine all the way down. You can get ready. Okay. As you see, he's hit the barrel, deflected off. That's good. Grab that swag while we're here. Right, this time I'm getting him. You're watching this. There we go. Headshot. Right, so okay, so we've got 4 out of 5 swag. Where's the other swags? Where have we not been? Is there another door that I've not seen? Am I going blind? Oh yeah, right there, Roger. Nice one. Okay. Let's guard them there. Let's move on to the next. Ooh. No, we'll move Valentine to that side of the door, because he can't shoot when he moves. And then we'll use Captain to unlock the door. Here we go. Oh, another ability that the Captain has, if you stand next to her, you gain a buff. So, basically, we're going to flick to Valentine by pressing L1. It doesn't skip a turn, just allows you to switch characters. So, for example, the Captain can still has another movement stage, but it means that we don't actually have to use it just yet. You can see here, like, let's see if we can do this now. Oh, there we go. Nice deflective shot. I'll flick to sea brass. Let's get up close. Here we go. There we go. Lovely jubbly. So basically, that's about it. It's very basic. This is a very simple mission. I didn't want to give anything too away that would spoil anything for you. And I just didn't want to ruin anything for you, basically. But they do get harder. Much, much harder. Now, at the top, actually, I didn't actually mention this at the beginning of the mission, but it has a 1. That's been counting down. At every turn, it's been counting down. When that hits 0, an alarm is going to go off. And basically, more enemies are going to rush onto the ship. So basically, you really want to be completing your mission before that hits 0, which we're not going to do. Collecting hats. So, collecting hats are basically multiple ways of doing it. One is buying them from a shop. Sometimes we get some of the... this is where I got this hat, actually, what the Captain's wearing. Or you can actually shoot them off enemies. If you shoot them off enemies... Ooh, I haven't collected all the swag, so no. We haven't collected all the swag yet. We don't want to leave just yet. So, if you basically skim a shot just off the top of the enemy's head, which quite often means you don't hit them, you will basically shoot their hat off. And it can be quite a tricky shot to pull off sometimes. And if you're able to do it, you can then pick up that hat, and that hat is then yours. Let's see if we can do it with this character, actually. Okay. There we go. Hit it off. So, basically means that I haven't killed that person, but it means that I can pick up their hat and collect it. Now, I do think I've already got the bowler hat. Ooh, that's going to be a good shot. Let's wait for this one. Got it. Oh, look at that pro. Let's keep the dude there. Keep moving towards us. So it means you can pick up the hat and it's yours to keep forever. Even if your hat gets shot off you, which it can happen, it's not. Basically, you can go. It doesn't mean that you lose it. Even if it gets shot off, and even if you don't pick it back up and you leave the mission zone, doesn't matter. You will keep your hat. If your enemy, well, get my words right. If one of your team members gets shot and killed, and you lose them from the mission, they are not gone. They will just respawn back at the ship. And we're going to leave now. So we've got to our extraction point. And I'll go. Yeah, there we go. All swag, 100% collected. And we're escaping. And off we go. Escape on the escape pod. So that basically is a mission in SteamWorld Heist. Very basic, very straightforward, but non-spoiler. So here we go. This is what we've got in our swag. So we've got some oil, which they call water. This is your currency in SteamWorld Heist. You use this to buy items in shops. Yeah, more water. Ooh, this is a bit more of an epic. It's not an epic loot, but it's a little bit better one. Get something special in here. We've got the bone piece. Rare. Oh, that's quite cool. I didn't get that when I first played this. That's a tier 1. It's not very good for me at this present moment now because I've moved on. But I didn't actually get that when I first played this mission. So, yeah. Randomized loot. Nice. More water. You would then have basically an epic loot there, because I've already collected it in the previous go. You don't get it again. So you have a limited amount of inventory that you can have on you. And as you can see at top right, it says flashing sell 1 item. So we have to get rid of one. We're going to get rid of that bone gun, mainly because it's no use, to be honest to us. It's just not powerful enough. So we sell that. Yeah, we sell 125 and continue. This is where it tallies up how well you've done. We've got 3 out of 3 stars. We collected all the swag. We killed all the enemies. Well, we didn't kill all the enemies. It doesn't matter actually how many enemies you kill, but we killed them and we didn't die by doing it. So, cool. Continue. And this is where you gain your XP. Your XP is evenly divided across all your crew members that were part of the mission. So we've got 290, 97 each. So yeah, so not a huge amount of XP for doing that. It's quite an early mission, but not to worry. And here we are on the escape pod, returning back to our ship. So yes, as I said before, I was going to talk to you about some of the aesthetic. It's a gorgeous game. You can't help but just sort of look at some of the details here. I love the art design. The pilot here, he has no legs. He's actually attached to the actual ship, and he's part of the ship. And he's called Wonky, and he's cool. He's really nice. But just some of the, like, you got the periscope there, the plan, watering can. It's just little details, nuts and bolts are there, and it's just, I don't know, there's just little elements to it which I really, really like. I don't really want to talk to too many of my crew members just in case I give anything away. I just love it. I like the art style. And when you progress further into the game and you meet other ships of different varieties, those aesthetics of those ships will change as well, and it will provide new elements to the mission, new styles of playing. There might be new barricades to hide behind, new weapons to come up against, new enemies, new bosses. Some of the bosses are quite tricky as well. You have to quite think outside the box with them. Nothing too heavy, it's not overly difficult, but you just have to change up how you've been playing leading up to that point. What else is there? So, yeah, so this is cross-buy. Now, this is where it comes actually to one of my only gripes with this video game. And to be honest, I feel like they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with this, because it is actually cross-buy, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I said before, if you buy on PS4, you get it on Vita. Buy on Vita, you get it on PS4. Brilliant. Great value for money. It's only about $15.99 on PSN. That's dirt cheap for this game. This game is definitely worth that price. But with it being cross-buy, I was kind of hoping that this game would be cross-save, and it's not. Whatever you play on your PS4, the save is locked to your PS4. Whatever you play on your PlayStation Vita is locked to your PlayStation Vita. Which, again, doesn't sound like much, because, yeah, you've got 2 games. Brilliant. Great. But, for example, for the courtesy of doing this review, I wanted to play as much of the game as I possibly could before I reviewed it. The only downfall of that was that it's been quite nice, actually, here in the UK the last couple of weeks. So I've been sat outside, as you do. You know, got to get some sun. Much as I am a video game, I like to go outside occasionally. And I wanted to play on my PlayStation Vita, but because it wasn't cross-save, I was basically repeating the same bits that I'd played before, and I didn't want to just play it on the Vita. The only reason why I wanted to play it really on the Vita, because, again, I was away from PS4, I was playing outside. So what I ended up doing was doing a PlayStation 4 remote play, which works amazing with this game, with the PlayStation Vita. But obviously, luckily, my Wi-Fi stretches just out towards my garden. The signal's not amazing, but it just works. But it would have been all avoided if it was cross-save. Again, it's a very minor gripe for what you're getting, but if you're going to add this cross-buy, I think really you need to add cross-save. That's just one of the only gripes I've got to this game. And to be honest, if they hadn't put in cross-buy, I wouldn't have been saying this. On its own, standing on its own, on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita, this game is amazing. It's simple. It's straightforward. There's elements of difficulty, but not so hard that it basically wants you to throw your controller out of the window. It basically, XCOM sort of frustration. I wasn't very good at XCOM, as you can probably tell. But this game is nice and straightforward. There's multiple levels of difficulty that you can apply to this game. So when you start a mission, you can have it on basically rookie, all the way through to basically extremely hard mode. And you will gain benefit for playing on a harder mission. You will gain more experience. You will gain more money at the end of it, and so on and so forth. And I think you gain more rarer loot as well, but don't quote me on that. And the interaction between the characters is great. They're very quirky, great fun, and it's just nice and straightforward. It's very satisfying to play. Let's go check out one of the shops actually while we're here. And yeah, I think overall it just feels nice. That's probably the best way to put it. That's me, Roger Knowles from Always Games TV. This game feels nice. So here we are at one of the shops where you can buy a lot of stuff. It just works well. It runs smoothly. There's hardly any bugs. In fact, I've seen no bugs. Great value for money for $15.99. If you like turn-based games, you will love this. If you're not a big fan of them, it's probably not the game for you. But overall, I'm so chuffed this has finally come out for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. I've only just recently got myself a Nintendo 3DS, so I hadn't picked it up on there. But overall, guys, this game gives the thumbs up from me. It's a good game, all around, amazing. I've said that numerous times already in this video, but it's true. So again, thank you very much for Image and Form sending this game over to me. It's been worth it. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on playing it, and just please, could you implement cross-save, because that would probably make it a lot easier, because we don't have a huge amount of nice weather in England, so when we do get it, I do want to get out and do a bit of sunbathing and play a little bit of a SteamWorld Heist. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this review on alwaysgamestv.com. I'm Roger Knowles, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.